Halfway between Melbourne and the South Australian border, this former steam locomotive depot was built to house the largest, heaviest and most powerful locomotive ever built for the Victorian Railways. However, several bridges along the way required strengthening, which never happened due to World War II. This meant that Heavy Harry, as it was known, never made it this far along the Western Line. However, its design legacy can still be seen today in the form of the 85-foot turntable with formerly 24 surrounding tracks that made up the depot. This video is what remains today. Hello and welcome to this Roundhouse. I'm using a new camera today, so apologies if there's any little things. There's a new microphone as well, so it's all very fancy, but there's not a whole lot of building to the place, but there's just a lot of around. And I can't tell whether there was more here last time I was here or not. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my photos. I feel like there was more, but maybe my memory is deceiving me. Lots of old equipment here, like this massive electric motor there that drives this thing, which is a washing machine, is it? Maybe? Or is it a dryer? I don't really know. But it's some sort of industrial thing. Oh damn, the glass has been smashed. That was not the case last time I was here. Damn, this place is slowly getting discovered, and there's not as much graffiti, but those doors weren't as ajar. There's a lot of scrap here, a lot of money in scrap machinery. A lot of interesting machinery. What are these things? I don't know. You can tell me. Looks like some sort of high pressure vessel. Oh yes. I remember this ladder. This is a very cool ladder, because if you climb up it, woohoo! Look at that. Get a very nice view. Let's meander our way through here. It smells like oil and grease. That classic old workshop smell. Anyone who knows it knows what I'm talking about. Well, got a few markings from way back in the day. Some sort of chemical up here. I would guess that this soil is perfectly safe and can definitely be reused for whatever purpose you want. I mean, you could eat off that and you'd be fine. But just whew, all this old machinery. And you can see, if you look closely in the ground, you can see the old rails, because this was what you call a roundhouse. It's not extremely round in its current form, but let me just say it was more round back in the day. There's more to it than just what you see here. There was just so it was originally built for steam locomotives, right? And so each of the tracks could hold one or more steam locomotives, and they'd come in here and get stored away for anywhere from overnight to, you know, months at a time between grain seasons. But now this place, I'm not exactly sure who owns it, but if it is still the railways that owns it, which I wouldn't be surprised if they still technically own the land, it's obviously been rented out somewhat by some big local industry to just be a dumping ground of all their old machinery. I mean, what's this, for example? Looks like some sort of oven to me. Massive exhaust fans. Imagine how much air those things would be pulling. What's this? Looks like a bandsaw or something like that. I forget my terminology, but yeah, you can see it's got an industrial plug there. So yeah, lots of big radiators, so lots of heat to dissipate. Lots of fans. Let's go in that room over there. Got a, and you can see a bit of weather making its way in there. But going in here, oh, just looks like a little office space sort of thing. Okay. Sorry if the footage was grainy up until this point. I just figured out that my shutter speed was way too high. But it's down to a reasonable level now, so. What? Obviously none of this crap is wanted anymore, but why dump it in here instead of just plain old getting rid of it, like scrapping it? I don't know. You've even got stuff like this boiler here. It's got plastic wrapped on it. It's obviously been here for way too long, but yeah, wild, hey? Good old washing machine or something over there. Yeah, so this is an old washing machine or something or other. Woohoo! Dryer, maybe? Looks more like a dryer to me. But I'm not an expert on that sort of thing.
When you hop in there for like...
Oh yeah, why not? Temperature gauge, so it's almost definitely a dryer, but let's go. Yeah, so here we are, inside the dryer. I fit in here quite well. And yeah. Thankfully there's no power to connect it to, so that I can't get tumble dried in the dryer. Oh well. I reckon I could sit in here all day. Time to get out there and explore the rest of the place. You can get a slightly better view of the rail in the floor. And there's a handrail here, so I am thinking that possibly here was once a pit. Maybe. There was definitely some pits in this building, but their exact location I'm not entirely sure. Because I mean, when you've got steam locomotives, you want to dump the firebox potentially, or I mean just with diesel locomotives as well, but this wasn't really used in the diesel era. Yeah, you could access the undersides. Don't know what that is. Another bit of machinery. This looks like we're getting into office spaces. We'll go through here, and this part's obviously quite destroyed. Oh yes, lots of growth there, but makes for a cool shot. In through here. Oh, another office space. And there is a bathroom by the looks of it behind here. I think I can squeeze through here more easily. Yes. There we go. Well, here's a glimpse into that room. Another bathroom. Oh, I'm getting dripped on. Another entrance into the bathroom. This was obviously the men's, and you'll notice there are no women's bathrooms in this building, because back in the day when this place was up and running, women didn't really work in these sort of environments. So, shows you how much times have changed, eh? This is still an odd place to plonk a radiator. I mean, it almost looks like it could have, should have been there deliberately, but obviously it's just been dumped there. I don't know how long this building was exactly disused before all this crap was dumped in here. I'm guessing it was dumped in here like late 90s, early 2000s. That's my guess. And without giving away too much of the area, something big closed, like an old facility closed, and they opened up a new one. So I think that move caused them to dump all the crap here. And apparently they have a lot of crap dumped all over the place, but I think that's about it for inside. We'll pop outside and we'll talk a bit more about the history when we're outside. So a couple of blokes from Pacific National rocked up, and I'm obviously blurring their car because I don't want them to get in trouble. But yeah, nice quick little chat to them. Funny to bump into them. But yes, this is a rather special turntable. Of course there are many turntables in the state of Victoria, but this one was the biggest. This is 85 feet in diameter. Most of the turntables in Victoria, the biggest ones, most of them are all 70 foot or so. And the 70 footers could handle the R classes, which were the biggest locos that would generally run around. But there were two types of steam locomotives that were bigger than the R class. They were the S and the H. Now the S never ran up to although it could have technically, but H220 Heavy Harry, you might have heard of it. There's only one of them built, although more were planned. H220 was designed to eliminate double heading on the overland train from Melbourne to Adelaide, but wartime restrictions meant that the money was never there for it to do its intended job. It could run here and turn here one day, maybe, but somebody will have to win Tats Lotto before that happens. In fact, win Tats Lotto twice, because we all know the first time is going to go towards the streamlined S class, but if we make our way through, yeah. The sleepers, they're in good enough condition to walk on. You've got the control stand here. This was an electric turntable as opposed to the more common hand operated ones, and you can see there, that thing there, that was the receiver, the power receiver thing. And yeah, the cable's been sort of taken down. I think it was up last time I came here. But yeah, unfortunately it's locked and there's no power, so we can't go turning it. And plus there's a bunch of crap in the way, but it's quite impressive. And you can see down there, that is the pivot point. Would have been a very well greased bearing. You want to turn the locomotives with minimal effort. And I could get down, I did last time, and take a few photos. I'll flash a few of them up in the screen, but yeah, can't really be bothered. It's too much effort to get back up again. You can sort of see around the edge that there's a rail where it can, you know, go across, I don't know. And you can see there's a few like rail abutments for various tracks. You can sort of see them each. So yeah, this place would have been very active in its day. See if I can find any historical photos. I'm sure there's a few around. But yeah, the blokes from Pacific National who turned up before were saying that they work with some guys who used to work here. Which, yeah, doesn't surprise me, but doesn't make it any less cool. There's a little hidey hole if you somehow got caught in the pit while the turntable was spinning, or you get in and out for maintenance purposes. But yeah, wait for the doll to get run over by the train.
Yep, that's the plan.
So here's some more random bits of machinery. And some more tracks. An old sleeper there, seems. But yeah, just bits and pieces. Massive fan, exhaust fan, or something like that. You can sort of more clearly see the tracks here radiating out. I'll see if I can find a track diagram of this place. It would be cool to see. the track would have continued down that way, and if you sort of follow the line of fence posts and stuff, you can sort of get a vague idea of where it went and joins back up with the main line. What's this? There's a outline of something here. Huh. I'm not sure. In fact, actually, this was possibly an ash pit or something like that, because you've got the plates for the rail and got all the concrete right, but it's been filled in, so I don't know. So here, buried deep within the shrubbery and grass and whatnot, you can see this, I'm pretty sure, was the main track which went all the way over there and eventually joined up with the main line. minute. Today is January the 3rd, 2018. And because my name is Floyd and not Benon, and this is Fogarty Avenue and not Gives a Minute, we will be exploring a very cool Roundhouse today.
Oh, that's we're out of time!
Oh, that's I ran out of time again on my vlog. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can click the link over there, or if you want to subscribe, click up there. My latest vlog is down there and a random one's up there, and if you're a photographer you might find my Lightroom presets handy. Click the link up there. Has that been 20 seconds? I think it has.